online dating to phone number. This one's with Rebecca. And the main point of this conversation, what you should be looking at here is, notice how that I'm always testing her and making her prove herself to me. This is different than what almost every guy usually does. And this positions you as higher status and makes her want to work to get your attention. This is how you get women chasing after you. And for those of you in the VIP membership, this is something that you can now download right below the video. So you will have this PDF that you can look at. Some guys asked for that, so that's what I'm going to try to start doing now as I make more of these videos in the Prince Flakes VIP. All right, here we go. So the first thing you look at here, notice 3 things that made her have to work for my attention here. So the first thing to really look at here is I replied almost a full day after she opened me. All right, this was Bumble, so by that, app, women have to message you first, which is always better because they start out coming after you. I've done this on Tinder plenty of times, but I only use Bumble now just because it's easy for me. And so it's always better to have a woman open you. But of course, if you open a woman, you want to get it back in your court as soon as possible by taking your time to respond. So the first thing right there was 23 hours after she opened me, I messaged back. Now let's look at the second thing. She said did a great job of blurring out their faces. So what she's talking about is my profile picture right now has me at a wedding where I'm there's 2 women on both sides of me, and I have my arms around both of them, and they're kind of like looking up at me like they like me. So I blurred out their faces, and she said, great job blurring out their faces. And so I start by going, if you play your cards right, you could be the next blurred face. That right there, if you play your cards right, see what I'm doing? I'm making her work for me. I'm testing her. Again, a lot of women do this to men. If you play your cards right, maybe you'll get a date. If you blah, blah, I do that to women. You can also do that to women by turning the tables on them. They don't really know how to react to that. It makes it really fun. All right, and then also check out this, and this is all just in that first start of conversation. Number 3 here. She said, the last thing I want is my future ex-BF blurring my face out on his dating apps. And then I say, easy fix then. Just be a super great GF, girlfriend. So she played off, the last thing I want is my future ex blurring out my face on his dating app. So then I play along with that. I role play with that about the girlfriend thing. Easy fix then. Just be a super great girlfriend. So I'm basically saying, hey, if you're a great girlfriend, if you're really working for my attention, then maybe we won't ever have to break up. You see how that's all being said in a really subtle way? This is how women communicate. It's very covertly. So guys were really kind of straightforward. Well, women are all about reading between the lines. So when you can communicate with women in this way, they really enjoy that. It's really fun for them. All right, let's look at what happened after that. Here. So she says, I got you. LMFAO, don't be a douche, and I won't. Okay? All right, now in this next thread here, so it leaves off with, and I won't. Notice this first part. Notice when I ask questions to women, I let her be curious before asking the question. This is a really big one you can use in everything. Instead of asking a question, make her work for the question first. So I say, well, I have a really important question for you. And she says, what? Okay, so I made her work for that. She replied, 20 minutes after that? And then I go with favorite Disney movie and why. So that's a question that anyone could ask, favorite Disney movie and why. But I ask her first, I got an important question. It sets it up in her mind. What's he going to ask? Is he going to ask, what am I looking for? Is he going to ask something super serious like, do I want kids? She thinks I'm going to ask her a serious question. So then I come out her with a non-serious question, favorite Disney movie. And that is like flirting. It gives her a mix of both. When you can be hot and cold, or you can make her assume she knows what you're going to say and you say something different, that is like the beauty of flirting. Flirting's like exaggeration, and it's a lot about, I basically just gave you an example there. But now notice for the rest of this text here, notice mirror texting in action. That's principle 2. All right, so let's see here. Boom. I have a really important question for you. She says, what? That was 20 minutes after. I reply an hour after. So again, mirror texting is you don't reply quicker than she replies to you. You don't always have to take as long as I do, but you use her response as a gauge. That will tell you how interested she is in you. And then she replies, and this is big right here, okay? For mirror texting, she replied, what? 5 hours and 45 minutes after the favorite Disney movie and why. Okay, so 5 hours and 45 minutes. In my head, I go, all right, I'm not going to reply to her answer for 5 hours and 45 minutes or later. And see what happened there. She says, I love everything Disney. Does a Lizzie McGuire movie count? And because she took 5.5 hours to respond, I was not going to reply for 5.5 hours. And when that happens, again, women, especially this girl, she's a good-looking girl, they're used to guys like hanging on all their words. And that's not the game I play. She plays into my life if she wants to hang out with me, period. I don't settle for anything. I never chase after women. No. She wants me. She comes and gets me. And right there, she didn't even give the 5.5 hours. Like, look at that. She replied again, 2.5 hours after that text saying, NVM, never mind. And that is going to bring out kind of the last point of this text example here was Principle 5 in action. Principle 5 is opportunity texting. This is one that there's opportunities in all of your conversations, your text conversations, your online dating conversations, all of that stuff that when you spot them, you can do great things with it. Now, right there when she says that NVM, never mind, I could tell she was frustrated with me for not responding quickly. Again, she's a good-looking girl, so I know she's used to guys eating out of the palm of her hand. This showed high interest, so it was the right time to move it from online dating app to phone number because in this scenario, right, she wants my attention, and so at this point, why not just get her away from all the other 50, hundreds of guys she's messaging on online dating apps? Get her just to the text message. Get her just in my phone and at least remove me from that other area where if she sees my message, she sees 50 or 75 other messages on Bumble. I want just to be in her phone as a text. And I knew because of the way she was texting, remember, this is super early on, guys. This is really advanced, but this is the stuff that you can really figure out and learn when you study it, basically. And so I knew that with that, she would text me. And so I just say, hey, my bad, I forget to check this. Text me, though. And again, because I'm taking so long to reply, she goes, okay, yeah, he is bad at checking this. I want to talk to him, so I'm going to text him, see if he's better at texting than online dating. And so she sends me a little thing, texted you. And here we go. This last part is, wait, you live in Minnesota? It's Rebecca, by the way, laugh out loud. And that's because I was visiting Minnesota at that point when she texted me. So she saw that I was out of town or whatever. But now, okay, then I got her phone number. And again, this is not something that you should force. The Principle 5 opportunity texting showed me with that Nevermind text and how she was responding that she was ready for me to go to the phone number. Now, I'm going to play the same game. I don't force a hangout either. I just reply mirror texting slow, and I just kind of play around with her a little bit. I'm playful. I ask her a question here and there, And then eventually, by the way she's texting me, she'll send another type of message like that, never mind, where she's kind of frustrated, or she'll be like, what are you up to? Or why haven't you asked me to hang out? Or, when are we going to get together? She will make another move like that. And then once you see that in your texting, you can pounce on that with Principle 5 to ask her out with like, hey, when are you free next week? And then you can start it that way. Again, all right, these are going to be, when I make new text example videos, I'm going to make them as a PDF like this so that you can download them, have them, look over them on your own, and then you'll also have the video inside the membership. So if you are a VIP member, start looking for that below the video on text example videos. I'll have a little download section with the PDF. You can download it, keep it, read it, and kind of learn that way. I'm going to give you guys as many. I have so many of these. So again, it's not like everything I did here, like it's the principles behind it, because I do so many different things, but I'm going to try to give you the continual principles that will help you be able to learn the actual reason why it works, so you don't have to just rely on sending this line or that line, because lines don't work. It's the knowledge about when the situational knowledge that is really helpful when you're communicating with women. All right, again, join the membership if you're not in there yet. This is the best way to learn all about women. I show you all sorts of text examples, online dating examples. I give you sexting examples later on when you get deeper in the membership. We talk about, sexual moves in person, all the stuff you can basically think of to attract women and to have that inner confidence. It's all in the membership. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe. Peace.